Hi, I'm Emily Jacob, and welcome to Em's R&R Tips for Rescue and Resilience. Rescue so that you can self-rescue yourself whenever you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, and resilience so you can build an inner core so that you feel that you need to self-rescue less often. Today, I want to talk to you about the power of music to influence our mood. And for me, it's a really topical one to have for today. And actually, it was on my list for today anyway. But earlier today, I was listening to a Spotify playlist, and on came Bruce Springsteen, who I absolutely love. And he was singing Tougher Than the Rest. And it got me so emotional. It was a live from Broadway rendition, really raw, really visceral, and it made me feel really alone. And I couldn't shake it off. I felt really sad and miserable, melancholic, and not good. And so I thought, well, music has put me into this mood. Music must get me out. And so I put on the Monkees, Daydream Believer, and immediately I was in a better place. And I think that everyone will understand and have their own tracks which take them and transport you to a different place. For me, whenever I hear Fairground Attractions Perfect, I'm 15 again and dancing around. So I think that was the one when I was 15 anyway. I probably aged myself the wrong way now. Maybe I was 22. Anyway, but it takes me back to a summer when I was dancing and carefree and felt amazing. And whenever I hear something like Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, I'm right back there at the concert listening to Axl Rose. So really, music has an absolute power over our moods and emotions. It can make us feel miserable. And look, no offense to Bruce, I love him to death. He doesn't usually make me feel miserable. It was just that track today caught something in me. And so it's always have backup tracks that you can go to change your mood and shift yourself out of a feeling that you have. Now, I want to say sometimes it's important to actually stay with the feeling. When we feel things and push them down and don't acknowledge them, then they can burst out and really impact us in different ways. So those feelings are going to make themselves known, whether or not they make themselves known in an ache in your shoulder or in being snappish to your partner. So do acknowledge your feelings, but also don't let yourself get stuck inside them, and use tools like other tracks of music to pull yourself out. And in terms of pulling yourself out and working through the feelings at the same time, dance can be really important and really useful. So I don't know if there are any Grey's Anatomy fans listening, but I have been an addict since I think we're in season 16 now, so for the last 16 years. But whenever there is, big emotions, they dance it out. And that's so important because you're actually letting the feelings come out of your body. You're working them through the cells of your body and you're expelling them from your body, and you're not holding them inside. And that's actually really, really important. And actually you can see how different emotions do affect the cells in your body, and you can see how important it is to address them and not to keep them inside. So what I'm really suggesting with this tip today is that if you don't already have a happy playlist or a calming playlist, I think those are the two sort of medicinal playlists at a minimum that you should have to go to, is to create your own happy playlist and your own calming playlist. So a calming one for when you're feeling too stressed and you're feeling too anxious, and you really, you're trying to do your breathing exercises, but you're feeling that you still, they don't last on you, and you're getting pulling back into the stress as soon as you go back to the workplace, and the work activity you're doing. Put on your calming playlist for the background. Recently, I've just come across Christine and the Queens, and for me her voice is just such a soothing lullaby right now. So you can, don't have to stay with the same tunes, the same playlist. I've also discovered classical, listen to Tchaikovsky. And if, for when you're feeling sad and a little bit miserable, it's a bit rainy here in the UK today, so I think that's probably influenced my mood this morning as well, to have a happy playlist that just makes you feel like you are young and carefree and really just full of beans. So those are the two playlists I would suggest that you create for yourself and have some fun with it as well. So that was really it. It's such a simple, straightforward thing, but music has such a power over our emotions, and it's really important to notice the impact that different tracks have on how we are feeling inside our bodies, and how we are being impacted, and when we're feeling grounded from certain pieces of music, and when we feel more in upheaval from certain pieces of music. So to notice those things and to act on it. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you for watching. Please share with others and watch out for the next tip. Thank you.